welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. We also celebrate those Nigerians, especially Omulara Agumakiju, mother of two, who ran the rest of her life to win that particular race for Nigeria in 4x400 mixed relay over there in Ghana. Still releasing that particular performance from Team Nigeria. We'll be looking at so many stories concerning them. They are back in Nigeria and they've been rewarded. But before we talk about the Team Nigeria, let's quickly join Kano, where we have the Assistant Secretary of Swan, Sport Association of Nigeria, Kano chapter, Muzamil Dalha there. So at least let's look at the face-off between Kano Fila FC coach and also the Swan concerning that issue there. Quickly, let's quickly join Muzamil there. Well, Muzamil, good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
Okay.
And thanks for having me now.
Muzamil, well, if you can actually release your audio so that we can hear you. Okay, Muzamil, are you there?
I said good morning. I can hear you. Yes, okay. I'm there.
Okay, good one. So right now,
I can hear you.
We look at the fact that the issue that has to do with the face-off between Kano Pillars FC coach Abdul Mekaba and Sport Association of Nigeria, Kano chapter. And that issue right now is generating a lot of dust. Let's quickly have it with you. Take us through that particular incident.
Okay, nobody expected this issue carried this level. It has happened when Kano players are playing their home match with tinubu round with 25 in Kano. When we normally
traditionally there is a post match, so we normally we normally have a post match. So when we are having our post match, I know the game that it was ended 1-1. So maybe Kano Pillars coach wasn't in good mood by then, but he knows that it is mandatory for every coach or any manager to have a post match. So when we started our post match, just one technical question was thrown to him. After introducing himself, why did he change his starting 11, or why did he change the team that he played against Rivers United? That's the question was thrown to him. So actually, I know there was a tension. It is a big challenge. Just immediately after the match, maybe the result maybe it's not favorable to the coach or to the team, just to squeeze him, answer some questions. So, but someone like Audu Mekaba, who is very experienced, was a former classroom teacher, has been to so many places. One of the best coaches we have in Nigeria, just to speak unfriendly words to the journalists is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But despite that unfriendly words he thrown to the journalists, we managed just to continue with the post match and finish. So we thought that it is just maybe or maybe he didn't get the result. That's why he pierced the journalists like that. But later, after that, after like 10 to 15 minutes, he faced our chairman, Comrade Zahraddin Sali, and some of the ESCO members, just spraying some unfriendly words, insult that he was not supposed to ask that question. We are not helping him, all this and that. So someone at that position, we think it is not. It's not good and it's not right for somebody like Audu Mekaba just to behave that way. We have been working together with all our members and Kano Pillars, and we're having a lot of issues, but we just choose to remain silent because accessibility to some of the information we're trying to get, we don't normally get it directly. But despite that, we just behave maturely and say, okay, let us see if this man or the club management can take an action or to just apologize to Swan members, one as an association. So after they went their away match against Bayelsa. Nothing has come. It's just a verbal apology from the chairman when we went to his office for one reason. So we say we are trying to discuss this issue at the ESCO level to see what type of action are we going to take. So when players are playing their home match against Sporting Lagos, that is last week, 27. So we come up with this resolution. Let us just boycott Kano Pillars technical crew for smart interviews. This is the just preliminary action that Swan deem it fit to take before any further action. So after that match, we conducted our post-match with the Sporting Lagos and present our man of the match, which the Kano Pillars player, Faisal Sani defender, wants it. So we just leave the place. And by then, I think the Kano Pillars assistant manager, Obakar, was there, but we just ignore, we just continue because that's the position we took. So that decision caused a lot of rows in Kano and I can say Nigeria. A lot of people and a lot of association and organization are calling just to hear what is the root cause of this problem. So after releasing our press release, we mentioned what happened there, and they did not argue that incident or did not happen. It happens, but why is it take so much time, almost 10 days, just to say I'm apologizing for my action, all this and all that? Nobody did that. So that's why we took that decision, and that's the preliminary, and we are still discussing. And for now, we have seen a press release from the other body, that is Nigerian Union of Journalists, set a committee of 3 members, which is the people that we are respecting. They want to see how they will resolve this issue so that we can just continue. We need each other, and sports in general is a media event.
Okay, Muzamil, we thank you so much at least for taking us through the developments concerning the face-off between Swan Kano chapter and Kano FC coach Abdul Kaba. We really appreciate you. We'll continue to follow this particular situation about the development, and also looking at where peace will actually reign there. Thank you so much, Muzamil.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Adeni. Thank you very much.
Okay, good one. We just had Muzamil Daha from Kano there, well, giving us update concerning development between Abdul Kaba and Swan Kano chapter. Well, boycotting everything that has to do with Kano Pillars for the fact that it was the way he spoke to them during that post-match interview didn't go well with the entire body, and they had to revolt. Well, right now we come back. Let's talk about other things happening in the world of sport. But this time around, we'll be having Isaac Afolabi join us from Akure, Ondo State, where we start with the first story. Nigeria rewards African Games athletes. Gold, $3,000, silver, $2,000, and bronze medal, $1,000. Well, Isaac Afolabi, are you there?
Thank you so much, Adeni. It's always a pleasure to join you to talk sport, and I would like to say good morning to Nigerians.
Okay, we just have that particular story now. Nigerians are right now happy for the fact that it didn't dry up. That's the sweat of these athletes that came back from Ghana. $3,000 for gold medalists, $2,000 for silver medalists, $1,000 for bronze medalists. At least this is a good one, not allowing these particular sportsmen and women to begin to wail before they get their reward.
Yes, I think I'm so impressed. I'm happy with the quick intervention. This is if not the first time that we'll be having a very, very fast process of rewarding athletes who came back from in an international tournament. I am yet to establish an information with some of the athletes, especially the ones from Ondo State, if they've started receiving the money, because information reaching us has it that arrangement has been concluded to start rewarding them, to start paying them since Saturday. That was a few days ago. And to me, I think that was a very nice move from the Ministry of Sports. Is in laudable development, and the coaches are also carried along. Not only the athletes, those that also participated in the double event and the rest. I mean, I'm impressed with the arrangements, and I hope that this kind of development will continue, because these are athletes, they are parents. Some of them have kids, they are families. These are breadwinners of their family. And when an athletes go for an international competition like this, and the welfare of the athletes is being taken care of, I mean, this will spur them. This will encourage them to want to fight for that green and white jersey. This is to encourage them to want to participate in future events. So I think I'm very, very much impressed with what the Ministry of Youth and Sport have been able to do this time around to reward athletes immediately and handsomely.
Well, at least not allowing the sweat to dry up this time around. It's a good one for Nigeria. At least the way we give accolades to Super Eagles, at least other athletes are also getting it right now. And we wish to appreciate them for what they've done. Not everyone who plays soccer is always advocate, but right now, those who actually competed for Nigeria in 19 different sports out of 25 are right now going to be getting paid for what they've done in Ghana. Well, good one for that particular story. Now we talk about the MPFL football, where yesterday, the league had a match was played yesterday between Niger Tornadoes and Shooting Stars in Kaduna, where it ended 2-1 in favor of the home team. That's Niger Tornadoes. They were able to win because of Emeka Ofo and Jefta, who scored those goals. Even though Piabara scored first for Shooting Stars, it was the beginning of action for Niger Tornadoes, who were able to win that particular encounter there. 2-1, it ended in favor of Niger Tornadoes. Ikon Ala, as they call them. All right, now we're going to look at how the table is standing after that particular game. Well, Tornadoes now, they've been able to move up. Shooting Stars still remained 8th on the table with 40 points from 27 matches. If you flip it from 11 to 20, looking at how it is in the MPFL table right now, you look at Niger Tornadoes trying to see how they can up their antics there in the MPFL table right now. Well, they actually standing 14 with 33 points after playing 26 matches with -6 on that particular table there. Well, Isaac, you look at Tornadoes, they were down before, but now they shoot up to 14th position, having 33 points from 26 matches they've played, defeating Benga Ogubote's Shooting Stars in that match that was played in Kaduna.
Yes, one of the things that have actually surprised me in this current league is one team they call Doma United and, of course, Niger Tornadoes. Niger Tornadoes have not been having it so nice. At the particular time, they had issues, some of the players moving out of the team. But this time around, coming back because, Shooting Stars were already leading. And all of a sudden, Niger Tornadoes had to come back and even got the winning goal in the 92nd minute of the game. And that's a nice one for them because they must ensure that they move up on the table. The Nigerian Professional Football League, each time it gets to the second stanza, the people usually say that is the business side of the game. That's the business side of the league. But lately we have seen that the management of the Nigerian Professional Football League have been able to step up their campaign against bad officiating and every unruly behavior in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and sanctioning teams that err to any rules and regulation of the team, of the league. And so therefore, I think I'm impressed with what they've been able to play before in this just concluded game. Shooting Stars is not a small team. Shooting Stars have been playing 7 or 8 matches unbeaten so far. And so going back to to Kaduna to go and play Niger Tornadoes, their intention automatically is to win. They were leading at 7 minutes, but all of a sudden Niger Tornadoes have to turn the game around. So to me, I think we have been able to establish a stability, a kind of professionalism and fairness in the Nigerian domestic league, which is good for our league.
Now, what you're talking about, which is good for our league now, if you look at that particular clip there, that match was played in Kaduna, and you look at that pitch, I think it's high time MPFL organizer should deem it fit. It's not compulsory they should play in this particular pitch. Look at that pitch. It's not too friendly at all. The players, I can imagine what they went through playing on this kind of pitch. This is the MPFL, for goodness sake. I still understand. It's not taught here. It's not a championship competition. This is the top league. And look at that particular pitch. Away from Mina, where they're supposed to play, they move to Kaduna. That's the place where they are playing. And look at it. Something must be done, Isaac, about this. Approving such pitch is not too good.
You know, Adeni, one of the challenges that we are facing in our country is maintenance culture. We have a very, very poor maintenance culture. We have not been able to take care of our facilities for a very, very long time. And this is a big challenge for organizers of the Nigerian Professional Football League. Number one, they have not been able to play in Mina because they don't have a good pitch. Now they can't play in Nasarawa. Nasarawa just upgraded their facility and is the adopted home for Lobby Stars. That means Lobby Stars also do not have a good pitch to play football. That is not good for our football league. So I think we need to step up this kind of thing. Let me give you an example. I remember before the Junior World Cup, that is in 1999, some facilities were renovated, some were constructed, and some of them were in. Let me give you an example in Ogun State, for example. They have 4 stadia, and that was a nice one. A lot of teams in Nigeria do not have a befitting standard home ground. That's the truth. And most of the fields are artificial turf. They are not natural. So we have to ensure that we maintain our facilities and we upgrade our facilities. The Nigerian Professional Football League organizers should put it in their agenda that before the approval, before the commencement of the next season, the committee must ensure that they inspect all stadiums and ensure that, yes, they meet up with the standard. I think that's the best way to go because this particular pitch in Kaduna is not good to be televised to the whole world. They will just be laughing at us saying that, okay, we are not even ready to host any international tournaments.
So painful looking at that particular pitch there. Right now, we cross over from that pitch. Let's talk about Super Falcons. They'll be playing against Bayana of South Africa in the double tie that'll be coming up in Abuja and also in South Africa. Let's look at the story that has to do with Coach Waldrum right now. Randy Waldrum invites Oshuala Ajibade to 19 orders for Bayana clash. And look at the list of those invited. Let's look at the Olympic qualifier Super Falcons list for double tie against South Africa. Having that list there on the screen. Olympic qualifier Super Falcons list for double tie, where we have Chiamaka Nadozie, Tobechuku Luehi, Linda Jiwaku. Those are the goalkeepers being invited. Paris FC Shualat Al Shakira of Saudi Arabia, Bayosa Queens. Defender Osnachi Ohale, Ashley Plumter, Shukrat Oladipo, Michelle Alozie, Nicole Payne, Chidima Okeke. Straight down to the midfielders. Let's look at the midfielders now as the one that the coach has actually invited. Deborah Abiodun, Alimant Ayinde, Christy Uchebe, Jennifer Ochegini, Rashida Ajibade, Tony Payne. Those are the midfielders. And the forwards, we have Omori Solaba Bajide, Esther Okoronkwo, Ifeoma Onumonu, Asisa Oshuala, Uchenna Kano. And you have Gift Monday alongside Chiwendo Ihezuo, who plays for Pachuca Club de Football in Mexico. Those are the players invited, 22 of them. They'll be playing against South Africa, Bayana in that qualifier for Paris 2024 Olympics. This is a big one because we know that Bayana, they've really been as a thorn in the flesh of our team, Super Falcons. Do you see them picking this, Isaac?
I think the coach Randy Waldrum have been able to pick the right players this time around to prosecute this game because it's very, very important for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Nigeria need to play in the Olympics. We must play in the Olympics. We're able to edge out Cameroon. That's another one. Now, this is a big hurdle for us. It's a big hurdle because South Africa, Morocco, and probably Ghana. These are very, very strong countries when it comes to football in Africa. So we are confronting South Africa. South Africa already have been able to see themselves as one of the best countries that will be playing and representing Africa at the international competition. So it's going to be a difficult one. But I must say kudos to Coach Randy Waldrum because he has been able to pick the right players to prosecute this game. And I think our players are in the right frame of mind to face this game and get a ticket. It's not going to be an easy one. Definitely, it's going to be an easy one for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. But I think with the likes of Rashida Ajibade and of course the goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie, who is in good form at the moment, I think the Super Falcons of Nigeria should be able to host the national flag in Paris 2024.
The team will be able to host us well there. At least they'll be facing South Africa, and we hope that they will do well in this double tie coming up in Abuja and also in South Africa. Wishing them the best there. Still talking about our national team this time around, Super Eagles. They'll be facing Mali today. They are being led by Coach Finidi George. Finidi George right now is ready to make sure we are able to win against Mali. We've met 10 times. We won 6. Mali defeated us twice, and then we drew twice. Well, right now, they'll be facing them by 9 p.m. tonight in Morocco for a couple of days ago. We defeated Ghana 2-1, another friendly. As it is, some players will be playing, like Calvin Bassey. Been mentioned that he will be out of the game because of injury. But Eagles are battle ready. Isaac Afolabi, it seems our teams are trying to see how they can add more sparks to the performance they show us at the AFCON.
Yeah, 9 p.m. today, the Super Eagles will play the second friendly under a new manager, the person of a former international, Finidi George. Coincidentally, Finidi George's last game for Nigeria was against Mali, when Nigeria at the 2002, African Cup of Nations, where Nigeria won bronze. So Nigeria defeated Mali by 1-0. No, that's just aside. And I think the players that are there now should be able to, we should be expecting new players. We should be expecting new faces because the likes of Osime, Calvin Bassey will not be participating. The Zaidu will not be participating in this game, and we should be able to see at least Ojo Olorunleke should come in for to play this time around. But I want to believe that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, under new manager, under new caretaker manager, Finidi George, should be able to get a win over the Mali national team. The first victory against the Ghanaian Black Stars was a motivation for them. So this time around, we want to see the prowess of Finidi George. We want to see if he can really handle the national team. He did that against the Black Stars of Ghana. Some are already rooting for him to replace our former coach. But this time around, this is another big test for him. We want to see if he can be able to translate and, of course, technically manage this team without Victor Osimhen, without some players like Awoni, like Zaidu, like Boniface. Let's see if he can be able to use this crop of players to win the game against Mali. This will be a test for Coach Finidi George. And I sincerely think that they can pass this test tonight.
Good morning, there coming from Isaac Afolabi. We appreciate your time with us on 360 Sport on Trust TV. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Adeni, for having me always, and it's my pleasure. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, good morning there. Before we go quickly, let's look at international friendlies for today. That will be coming up. Look at those matches coming on. Uganda, Ghana will be up. Egypt, Croatia, France, Chile, New Zealand, Tunisia. Belgium will be playing against England, and Germany hosts Netherlands in those games. Nigeria, Mali, 9 p.m. That's where we want to see Eagles' performance. And quickly, let's look at the NBA result. Also, games are played earlier today in the NBA. Phoenix Suns lost against San Antonio Spurs, 102-104. Philadelphia 76ers also lost against Sacramento Kings, 96-108. Indiana Pacers 133. They won against LA Clippers 116. While Washington Wizards won over Chicago Bulls 107-105. Those are the games played earlier today in the NBA. And before we go to transfer gossip, we'll take it for you quickly. Tottenham are keen on a permanent deal for RB Leipzig forward Timo Werner. They want to get him to be on a permanent basis. And the last one says Arsenal matches Chelsea's £51 million offer for Sporting Lisbon defender Ousmane Diomande. Diomande is from Cote d'Ivoire right now. Chelsea have bid £51 million for him. Arsenal also, they met up that particular Chelsea bid. So the battle is between the two London clubs, Chelsea and Arsenal, for young 20-year-old Diomande there. Wherever the young man will get his signature, we wait to see. Are we going to be seeing John Obibi's story? Remember that time in Manchester against Chelsea? We wait to give you more concerning that particular one. Thank you so much, Buzami. Join us from Kano to talk about Swan face-off with Kano Pillars coach, and also Isaac Afolabi from Akure join us. We appreciate your time on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.